Hey, Gray. I'm doing this video just to say basically that statement you made, and I'll put the link below. That statement you made about saying how we can all do what we want to do in this world. I am doing this video in response to that statement to say that, in my opinion, that is a false statement. It is an inaccurate statement, and I think it was wrong for you to put it out there. I'm not on your side, and I'm not on KT's side. What I'm on the side of is saying what I think is right. And I'm saying to you, Gray, that you were wrong, right? Whether or not that, where that statement has originated from, I don't know, because I don't know you personally. But as far as I'm concerned, in regards to me hearing that statement, I will say back in response to that statement is wrong, inaccurate. I can't even repeat myself. We are not born with a pre-programmed brain, right? We are born to this world, and if our parents fail us, then we are fucked, right? In a nutshell, our jails and prisons are full. There are people going around murdering each other. There are bodies found left, right and centre. There are family members locked in loneliness, wishing that they could only get back in touch with their family members, but can't due to their inability to communicate verbally successfully. There is a generation of people, a whole generation of people who are unemployed and cannot get out of that state of unemployment because they have the inability to enter education because they have been failed by their parents, their families, etc., due to a whole previous generation of people just having kids for the sake of it. For whatever reason, I don't know, because I wasn't around. I was part of that generation who were born for the sake of being born, because it was what they did. It's what people did back in the 16th, 70s. They just had kids because they had kids, right? Because there was an abundance of work, so people just had kids. People were just spitting out kids in the developed world, left, right, and centre. Right? That statement that people now can, as you were saying, in this current day and date, as of, it happens to be Christmas Day 2019, as far as today, that statement you made that we can do whatever we want to do, if only we put our minds to it, I think is inaccurate and wrong. Completely wrong statement. Completely wrong. You were wrong. That is a false statement. Holds no truth. Holds no water whatsoever. Completely false. We cannot do what we want to do if only we put our minds to it. We cannot. Some people just cannot. And I think it was wrong for you to put it out there, because you have so many people watching your channel who are going to pick up on that statement and perhaps get into a further dark chasm than what they already are in, thinking, oh shit, Gray's just said, oh I can do, but I can't, because they will appreciate that their own situation is that dire, that they will think that statement might even perhaps make their situation even worse, because they will have to then try and accept what you've said, and it will just, and they won't have the ability to even digest what you said, and therefore stoop even lower. Their mess will become even worse. what you have said might aggravate their situation. Whoever may have heard that statement, that may well have aggravated their situation even worse, because they will have the inability to digest what you've said, because they're already in a state of inability. You may not have known better, so that's why you said it. I'm not blaming you for saying it, right? Because that is what you must feel, for you to have said it. But I'm saying to you, in my opinion, it was an inaccurate statement. I think and it wasn't right. It was a wrong statement. It holds absolutely no water. You were completely wrong, Gray. There are people out there who cannot help their situation, help their dire situation. There are people who cannot, who simply haven't got the ability to, because they've been let down, they've been failed, whether it be by their parents, their surrounding family, their education system, for the reasons I've already mentioned. Okay, just saying in response to that statement, inaccurate, Gray. We were wrong. Sorry, was not a right statement. It's not right. There are people who can't help themselves. Can't. That's why our jails are full. That's why people are committing crimes left, right and centre and can't explain why they're doing it. That's why family members are sitting alone, can't get back in touch with their families, because they have the inability to express themselves verbally, and it's all because they've been failed themselves. And if the human brain hasn't been educated or taught or nurtured correctly, you can't just say you can help yourself. You can't just make the human brain have the ability to do so. You can't. It's not an inanimate object. The brain has to be loved, cared, nurtured, has to be treasured. It has to be loved, man. Brain has to be nurtured, has to be respected from the day we're born. It can't just be you do what you want, whatever you want, be whatever you want to be, whenever you want to be. Now do it. It doesn't work like that.